Hello viewers, and welcome to something different then for the channel. This is the new Star Wars arcade machine, and you can see here this is running on the dome-shaped Orbs cabinet developed by Bandai Namco, well, the Namco arm, many years ago. So we can see Star Wars here. It's a year of Star Wars, and I played in this cabinet, just wanted to share it with you. Now obviously I use a big triple screen display. I did look at the idea of triple projectors, tested a few out, but certainly this is a display that was very impressive. Wrap around 180 degrees. There's a small fan just in the bottom which blows wind at you when you're flying along. So for example, when you exit here, you get a blast of wind as you go through the clouds. It's really effective, giving you that feeling of being there. But I'm not going to speak during all the action. I'm just going to let you enjoy it and then chime in from time to time. But you're there. We're going to attack the Death Star, and I'm going to leave you with a bit of the action of Star Wars. See how we get on. So that's the first part of the level. Now onto the trench run. Some atmosphere to it, or it really is a roller coaster ride. You have limited movement of the ship and firing. I tell you, a game that would look amazing in this is The Last Starfighter, but now you just want to lock on with your torpedoes. We don't use the Force, using the computer there, but it worked for us this time. And that great feel-good feeling. As now I attempt to try and straighten the GoPro. Fortunately, the strap had got into a bit of an awkward position, and I knew I only had one run to film all of this for you guys. So we're going to go through these levels in order. Next one is Hoth, of course, in a snowspeeder. Again, you get that blast of cold air to sort of add into the experience, but all the visuals you see really, it's really had real Star Wars fans put this together. So many Star Wars games have been rubbish in terms of the overall feel and look at them, but here the visuals are stunning. Really does give you the atmosphere. But again, I'm going to leave you to some gameplay. So again, some hugely impressive visuals of the transports trying to escape. One tip really is to not to fire generally until the ship is within the wider circle. Otherwise you can quickly see that you run out of power, so I'm waiting and then firing just to get them on target. Otherwise you'll run out of power and you won't be able to destroy the ships. Also there are timed sections where you have the torpedoes, and you've got to make sure that you fire your torpedoes at the right time. So there was a moment there, I believe, when I missed my torpedoes, but not this time. Lock on, fire your torpedoes, and boom. So you get given literally a second to find the torpedo button. Also, sometimes when you're locking in, they can attack multiple targets and take down rather powerful enemies. You can see there, that was pretty awesome. So that's Hoth done. Our first catch of the day. Not quite. Great to see these scenes remade and with awesome visuals as well. So that's mission 2 done. Now we're going on to what would have been my favourite many years ago, Return of the Jedi. Visually, again, looks stunning. Great in there as well. You've got really loud audio. Fantastic. Oh, Endor first. Got Endor before the space battle, of course. Onto the speeder bike action. Again, really nicely created. Superb action. We get ready on the speeder bike. This was a journey of discovery. This is my first time playing these levels. I didn't know what I was looking forward to or what was going to happen, what I was going to do. So there was no practice on this. It was just a case of getting in there and defending yourself as best you could. But again, I'll leave you to some of the action. So again, missing the timed moment at the end there for what I call the torpedo strike, but you need to know when they are. So if you had a second run, you'd know roughly where the end of the level is. Now we've got to destroy the ATST. Again, what am I doing? Where am I going? Goodness, you're just trying to follow your way around, defend this other guy, and waiting for those sights to turn red, and then firing your torpedo action, which I'm getting better at using now. Loving the intensity of it. Fantastic. And now the shield generator is being destroyed. Look at that. Great visuals. And happy Ewoks as well. That's what we like to see. It's a really nice sort of authentic Star Wars experience. If I'd had a game like this around 20 years ago, it would have blown my mind even more than it has already. I just hope the new Star Wars games that come out are just as good for the home. You know, the game may be in some respects shallow in terms of the gameplay, but the experience it offers is certainly an impact for an arcade system. So we're flying out now to the fleet. Oh, there we go. Just remembering to put my power down and exit. And off to hyperspeed. Hyperspace now, and then we'll drop out. The shield is still up. Again, I'll leave you guys to some gameplay. Awesome visuals as we go in now. Time to attack the reactor. Diving in. Stay alert. They're closing on us real fast. Again, got to lock it just right. Fire those torpedoes square. You've got less than a second to do it, so it's quite tricky. And now just full power. I wasn't taking any chances. Move that throttle forward. Get out. Awesome. Awesome. So that's the Return of the Jedi. And wasn't that amazing? Just from a visual perspective. Star Destroyers crashing into Star Destroyers. Flying around the unbuilt, unfinished Death Star there. Awesome construction site they'd created. And now it's on to the next level, the new level, the Vader level. Didn't have a clue what I was going to be doing here. So let's see how we get on with this one. awesome, if dark, visuals for that section. Fighting the Manelian Falcon here. It's funny, it didn't actually compute what I was supposed to do. Actually, this section, I wasn't quite certain what I was supposed to be aiming at. I was going to lock on there, so this is where I lose all my time, unfortunately, on this level. Then realising, oh, I see, right, I've got to destroy the boosters here. It was just a case of understanding what to do there. And that, unfortunately, cost me a fair amount of time on that section. And that's the end of the Manelian Falcon. But alas, run out of time, didn't quite understand how to destroy that ship. No doubt if I tried again I'd know straight away to attack those boosters, but that was pretty awesome.